guys, Metal Chain, and welcome to another replay cast. Today we are playing the T49 on whatever the fuck this map is called. In replay file it's called Canada, but I think it's something else. Anyways, playing, obviously going to 1-2 line as you should kinda you all the time, unless your team doesn't have any mediums and the enemy team has shitload of mediums, but it's not the case in this game. We have support and we're always going to be able to fall back if we have to. So obviously going to go for this first bush and approaching it slowly just to remain somewhat steady with my aim and not to have to aim for 3 days once I go in the open. And that's actually one of the most important things to do in the T49. Just reduce your speed. Don't drive full speed out of cover. You're just going to not be able to hit anything with this thing. Do hit the first shot, 304 roll on the lower plate of a pattern. Not really the greatest, but we'll take it anyways. And now we're just gonna auto aim close range shot. There's not really much to say about this. He also doesn't have any fucking health left, so we will just pick him up and we can move along with our lives from this point on. Obviously there's no RD, so no reason to drive like a maniac after firing, so that is a really good thing for us. And see what I can spot from here, and I do not spot anything that useful, and there's a lot of tanks that can get some easy shots on me, so I have to be careful about that. Now aiming for the T54 and the batchet fucks up my aim completely by turning me, and now this is gonna be an impossible shot to make just because of how poor my aiming time is on the T49. If the batchet didn't ram into me, maybe I would have had a chance at least, but not with that for sure. So we're gonna go back, try to clean up the T54. Don't really have to do it, but I might as well. There's nothing really I can lose. Well, there's a lot of things I can lose. If I miss one shot and the guy is not retarded, it's gonna be actually really hard to come back in this. But hopefully we don't miss our shot. Almost rolled there. Auto aim shot from 20 meters or so, a bit more I guess, like 80 maybe. Misses completely, so now we're stuck here. Need to aim more. Do take 0 damage from a waffle shot, and he didn't even track me. Not even sure how the fuck that works, but somehow it does. And I'm still locked in auto aim, and that's actually a really bad thing here because I need to turn that away, and I fucked it up completely. But luckily he tracks me without doing damage, and my gun turns right into his face. So we do pick up that one as well. And now for our next target, we have a TVP somewhere over here, and then we'd really like to go for the waffle, but we'll see which one comes up first. So a neat little trick I found out in the T49, when you're not extremely under pressure, driving out of cover with first gear kind of thing that you do with an auto drive function is actually extremely useful on keeping the aiming at least relevantly in check, and you don't have to aim for 10 days. Also doing that with auto aim here is a bit too much because he started driving backwards, but it still worked reasonably well with the second gear. I think I was in the second gear. I don't think I actually started going full speed forwards. Anyways, auto aim is by far the best choice you have when you play this tank. Auto aim with peeking out of cover slowly works even better, so it's really all up to you how you try to peek with this tank. But just a recommendation, try it out, try to peek out of cover slowly. Obviously you can only really do it when people are not trying to shoot you in the face, or I mean, if there is like 1 or 2 people trying to shoot you in the face, it still can be worth it, but don't do it in the middle of the open when there's like a Jagdpanzer lined up to shoot you. So be careful with that. Now the waffle fired, we have an easy shot on him here. 800 hit points, I have 900 average damage, but hey, let's roll 700 because fuck me. That works well. I guess that's what I get for penning that TVP and almost rolling average. Well, no, actually I rolled above average because I think the average on this is 910 and not 950 actually. Anyways, it sucks to lose that much health. Even the mouse could one-shot me now, not even talking about things like E4, Jagdpanzer and all that shit. I do shoot the mouse, not very effective as you would imagine, only 500 damage done, so not really the greatest trades there, but we might shoot him again since he's so busy in shooting other people. He shouldn't really be giving a shit about what I'm doing here. Now, this is a pretty shitty shot, and I'm probably not even gonna get it, so yeah, meh. Gonna go for it anyways, see what happens. The chances of me killing him are tiny, and I don't even hit him with an auto aim on, so cry every time, but it's time to do something else and actually shoot tanks that I can pen on. Well, if not pen, then at least, you know, do more damage than 100 per shot, even though, of course, the HE mechanics in this game are random as fuck. So you could do 100 damage to tanks like fucking leopards and shit as well. Anyways, Jagdpanzer, pretty bad shot this one. I have to aim as close to the ground as I can there and shoot reasonably early just before the Jagdpanzer fucks off. And now, of course, let's get greedy. Let's start shooting heat. Heat is extremely efficient in this tank. It's not even premium ammo, but it's extremely good at shooting things like the Jagdpanzer, like any German TD really. They're Well, maybe Yak Panzer is kind of tricky. You can still pen a Yak Panzer's ass when it's not angled at all with the heat here. I think it has around 100 pen and 700 average damage. You do lose on damage, so you don't want to shoot that at like paper light tanks. But on things like Yak Tagger, you should shoot it, and I did roll 590 from 700 average. Yeah, it's 150 pen, so you should be able to pen a Yak Panzer's ass as well with it if you can hit it well. Anyways, we're actually going to be able to reload and shoot him again, which doesn't really happen that many times with this gun. But there we go, another reload, and we do pick up the kill there with like 1200 damage plus that one blind shot. So pretty good rolls on that Yak Tagger, even if we did low roll like shit with the first shot. And here is the end plate. Ace Tanker, 4216 experience with the double, 3877 damage done, 843 assisted. Kind of messed up in the middle there with the T54 lightweight, but we end up to have a really good cleanup there on the Yak Tiger, so that really made our game obviously depend on the TVP. Also was quite something. Did pick up 30 kills and had 1405 experience base as well. If you have been following my channel for a while, you kind of know already that I don't really like to play light tanks, and I don't really think that they're all that great. They're absolutely shit for the most part. The T49 is kind of an exception. It's still absolutely shit, but I do like to play it, so that's how it is an exception. This gun is just ridiculously stupid, so, you know, I enjoy ridiculously stupid things, and it makes this a bit more fun and dynamic than most other light tanks. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this replay, and I'll see you on the next one.